we know that Donald Trump is a bigot, and he is a racist and a sexist and anti-gay and anti-Semite, and he's against Mexicans and immigrants coming over to our country, and he's against human beings. He doesn't want people to be the way they want to be. He wants them to be the way he is. He's sort of like a mini Hitler. He's taken the same approach as Hitler. He wants to banish and get rid of everybody who wants to come in this country for freedom. He wants to take away all of our freedom. He wants to take away our freedom of speech. He wants to take away our freedom to live here. That's why we're here against Donald Trump. Fuck Trump and everything. We're just trying to show a way that we think he's going to hear it. Because if we say, oh, you're a racist, you're an anti-Semite, he doesn't care. He hears it every day. He doesn't freaking care. The second that we say, F you, he gets it in his head. Maybe these people don't like me, and we don't. So that's why we're here.
So there are going to be people that watch this that think that everything that you just said was bullshit. The people behind that gate,
Of course they are.
They're going to think that it's bullshit.
Of course they are.
Give me some examples of how Trump is racist and sexist.
Everything he says on TV and during his debates and everything, he wants to build a wall to give back the Americans their jobs. But all these immigrants, all these people from other nations that are in America now, they're Americans now. Why do we have to take away their jobs to give it to the white people? That's why.
So it appears that the anti-Trump protester crowd has really thinned out. Let's go ahead and take a look.
He said that he wants to default on the American debt, which will create the worst depression this world has ever seen.
Meanwhile, let's look at all the Trump supporters here. I mean, we got a line going all the way down the street. I mean, it just curls around and around. Let's go find out if some of these anti-Trump protesters are actually even Hillary Clinton voters. Are you guys Hillary Clinton supporters, or?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
So you don't support Hillary then?
Negative, Ghost Rider.
So who do you support?
These nuts.
And what about you, sir? Who do you support?
Pretty much, I'd rather go over a fucking potato rather than either Trump or Hillary.
Are any of you guys Hillary supporters?
No, we are not. We support the Green Party and Jill Stein and Bernie Sanders, but we do not support a two-party system that traps us in this rigged system and leaves a whole bunch of people just scattering around, like not knowing what to do, but just give up.
What about you guys? Were you guys Hillary Clinton?
Hillary. They're too young. They don't know, okay? It's Hillary. All right, all this crazy bullshit that's been made up about Hillary for 30 years. They've been playing the Karl Rove playbook. Hillary's bad. Hillary's evil. It's all made up. I remember when she was First Lady. There's not one person that's done more for this country than Hillary Clinton. She knows what to do. She'll be ready on day one. She's capable.
What do you think about the health concerns surrounding Hillary Clinton and how, you know, that she's too sick?
Bullshit? Am I allowed to say bullshit? Because that's the biggest bullshit thing. I mean, they tried this shit against Kerry with the Swift boating, and now they're going to try and drag up something totally, making it up out of whole cloth. Okay, it's a total lie. But if they can get people talking about it, hey, it's a media world.
What exactly?
So you're basically saying that it's a conspiracy theory, sir? Are you believing that the investigation on the Clintons and, you know, the murders surrounding were conspiracy theories?
They have investigated time and time and time and time again, and they found absolutely nothing.
That's not true. They did not say they didn't find absolutely nothing. They just let her off.
Let her off for what?
For the email scandal that happened.
No scandal. There never was a scandal. I mean,
sounds more like you're in denial. What about you? Are you guys Hillary supporters too?
No, I'm voting for Darrell Castle of the Constitution Party. I believe he's the only constitutional candidate that'll be on the ballot, at least in Ohio. So.
What about you? Are you a Hillary supporter?
I'm an anti-Trump. That's what I am.
You're just anti-Trump?
Absolutely. He's a buffoon, he's a racist, and he doesn't have the experience or temperament to be president.
So those are all ad hominems. Can you actually give me one of his policies you don't like?
To say that he doesn't have the experience or temperament to be president is not ad hominem.
Well, the name calling is.
Calling him a buffoon? Oh, sure, that is. Absolutely. You're very intelligent.
What about you?
Vote for Mrs. Hillary Clinton. They are respected people all over this planet, in Beijing, Rio de Janeiro, in Moscow, and Paris, and London, and all over this globe. And they are intelligent, good people. And I vote for Hillary.
What does your sign say?
My sign actually I help somebody here with the sign.
Okay, so you're an ex-Tea Party girl. So are you a Hillary supporter?
No, I'm not. I don't know who I'm voting for right now, to be perfectly honest with you.
So what are you coming out here to protest then?
I'm against Trump. I'll decide who I'm voting for later.
Trump sends all his job-making things overseas. Read the sign.
So do you think that people should, more companies should be brought back to America?
Yeah, but it'll never happen.
Well, Trump's saying that he's going to make it happen.
The reason that I'm here is I don't support either one, and I don't like Trump. I think he's a right-wing reactionary, but I think he's a lesser evil in the fact that he is trying to dampen this constant day-by-day demonization of Putin to push us towards World War III. I think in that case, he is a lesser evil. I won't vote for either one. And these people can't understand anything except A or B. They're very simple-minded. You can oppose both, and they're only opposing one to the benefit of the biggest warmonger, Hillary Clinton, the biggest supporter of terrorism, who created, along with a number of other presidents in the CIA, ISIS. He has recently come out and said that Obama created ISIS. And then he had to back down and say I was being sarcastic. But he was telling the truth. And it wasn't only Obama or partisan. It was Bush, it was Bill Clinton, it was Ronald Reagan before them that supported all of these incarnations of Al-Qaeda.
Hi, I've watched your show before. What's up?
So are you a Hillary supporter?
I am not. I support Dr. Jill Stein.
And so you're just here to say you're anti-Trump, but you're going to actually be voting for Jill Stein?
That's correct. I go to the University of Akron, and there are many Muslim students and Mexican students as well as other countries, and we do not support the things that Donald Trump has said about them. We do not support...
He's not actually said anything about Mexicans. He's said about illegal immigrants. Do you know the difference between Mexicans and illegal immigrants?
He said that I believe that some of them are good, when he was referring to them as the majority of them as being rapists and criminals. And we all
illegals, meaning they're breaking the law.
We all know that he was referring to largely the Mexican population.
He was not. He was referring to the illegal people that are here.
Correct.
Do you think it's proper to let illegal immigrants from other countries that have committed violent crimes into the country without being vetted?
No, I think that we definitely still need to vet the people that come into this country. It's just we need to make it so that getting into this country is easier to do legally, because the problem is when it's easier to live in America illegally than it is to live here legally, you create a dynamic where people are more apt to live here illegally. You need to make it so that it's easier to get your green card and make the path to citizenship easier. There are people who work at the university that have been waiting for their citizenship for 12 years, and they've been working here as a professor with their doctorate.
And with Donald Trump, he's the only candidate who's addressed these issues properly and is willing to change the system. Hillary is not going to change the system, and it's just going to allow for more illegal immigrants here, which are then going to come work here and get paid below minimum wage standards. So what do you think about that?
Well, I already said I'm not a Hillary Clinton supporter. I support Dr. Jill Stein.
Are you guys Hillary Clinton supporters?
No. No, thank you.
Are you a Hillary supporter?
Yes, I am.
Why?
Because she's not Trump.
In anything, I don't support Trump. That is the most important thing. We have to stop Trump. And okay, that's 90% of my opinion. The other 10%, I would say, where I'm at right now, I like Bernie Sanders. I've done a lot of traveling. I've done a lot of traveling, in Europe, Denmark and Sweden. Iceland. Life is better over there. So what they're doing in the Nordic countries is working, and that's what Bernie wants to do here. Nationalize health care, taking care of people. It's better for everybody. It's better for society as a whole. And we're right next to Trenton. It's we have some very poor and violent communities here in the United States. I'm not okay with that. Those communities don't exist to that same extent in countries that have more of a democratic socialist system, and I think it's worked. We don't have to talk hypotheticals. These things work. So right now I support Bernie more than anyone else.
So if Bernie doesn't get it, you will support Hillary, anything to beat Trump?
Absolutely, yes. I'm going to be there on voting day, no matter what, voting against Trump. I don't, yeah, exactly. I think.
Do you think Hillary going to be good for women's rights?
I got to say, I'm not really an expert in that. In Hillary, surely not going to be bad for women's rights. I mean, the fact that she's female, so the fact that she's being, if that's what you're getting at, the fact that she is being elected president as a female is great for women's rights. And that in its own right. In terms of her policies, I'm just not really an expert to say either way. But Trump will definitely reduce women's rights and their standing in society. And again, you look around the world. There are plenty of countries right now where women, have a very low status in society, and they're objectified and belittled. And I don't want to go in that direction. I want to go in the direction of, again, like Nordic countries where they have a higher status than here.
Well, speaking of other countries like Saudi Arabia, what do you think about Hillary supporting Saudi Arabia, getting funding from Saudi Arabia?
Yeah, Hillary supporting Saudi Arabia. I actually don't really know much about that story.
How old are you?
16.
16. Okay, so you see all this stuff going on right now during this election. What do you think the future is going to be for you? Because you're 16, so you got a long way to look forward to. What do you think is going to happen? Do you think this is going to get worse?
Well, I wouldn't call this worse, but some people are just, a little immature and childish, and I don't think that they're going to be supportive members of society. But, my friends and I, we have hopes for the future, of course, for America. I'm personally a Swiss citizen, so if all else fails, I'll go to Switzerland. But I still have hope for America.
Yeah, you are. Why am I racist?
You like Trump.
That's why.
Fuck Donald Trump.
Why is this young man racist for wearing a Donald Trump shirt?
Because Trump is a racist, xenophobic, Islamic-hating, Mexican-hating.
Wow, I've never heard that before. Okay, so...
Did you hear that? Did you hear that, like, off the internet? Or?
That's what he says.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he says that stuff.
Just point out.
What did he say?
Naughty, that kind of looks like
No, yeah, it's not. It's a shirt, and I'm allowed to wear it.
This is a shirt, too.
Yeah,
He's
and
also allowed to wear
yeah,
it.
but it means he supports someone that's a terrible human being.
And why do you say that? I mean...
Because Trump is a terrible human being, and that's the end of the discussion.
Do you see Trump supporters going to, like, Bernie Sanders rallies and harassing Bernie Sanders voters?
If they're wimps and they're scared and they have no balls, that's not our problem.
He's not worth your time. Don't talk to this man. He's not worth your time.
No, but they would like to take out your gun where they'd like to be.
He's not worth your time. No, he's an idiot. Let's agree.
I'm an idiot. Why am I an idiot?
Fluoride in the water supply, boy.
Why am I an idiot?
Fuck that nigga Trump.
All right.
Hey, it that gang shit. Gang shit. Fuck Trump. Fuck Donald Trump. Hey, fuck.
Stop Donald Trump.
Yeah, you get beat up. That's what that is. Get beat up.
Hey, you think he can get beat up for wearing that around here?
Oh, hell yeah, absolutely. Without it.
Just for wearing a shirt, though?
Oh, absolutely. That nigga ain't. Fuck that nigga. Straight up.
Hey, fuck Donald Trump, man.
Your has returned. Heil Trump. Heil Trump. Welcome Nazi youth. Welcome Nazi youth. We need you. Kick all of everybody out. Please kick me out.
You all hate women. You're afraid of Mexican people. You're afraid of anybody other than the white man.
Like two Mexicans.
You're just fearful. You're afraid of things. That's why you're
making some pretty big judgments when you don't know anybody here.
I know what you're voting for.
Supports Islamophobia, anti-Mexicanism, anti-Hispanic, has to be a bigot. We're just asking for honesty.
The police have announced that they are getting ready to let the people who have attended Trump's rally, they're going to let them out of the parking lot, and the anti-Trump protesters have gathered here, I guess, to harass them when they come out.
Do you support Trump?
Do you?
No, I do not support Trump.
Why not?
Because he's just a loser that is gay and has no life.
Why do you think that?
Because, do you see his haircut? Like, what kind of haircut is that? This is my brother, Christian Hoffman.
So you really think Trump is gay?
I really do. I really do.
What proof do you have of that?
I don't have no proof, but just look at his face. He says his parents gave him a small loan of $1 million. Do you think that's small? I don't think that's very small.
How old are you?
I am 10. How old are you?
I'm 27.
Okay.
So, hey, do your parents support Trump?
No, they do not.
Who do they support?
I'm not sure.
Who do you support?
I support, what's his name? I forget his name. Or her name. Yeah, Bernie.
Do you support Bernie or Hillary?
Bernie.
Why do you support Bernie?
Because I think he's just a good guy.
But why do you think he's a good guy?
Because what?
Okay, well, hey, why did you tear the signs up?
Because Trump is a loser that he is trying to make everybody their race. I gotta go. What he said. He has
Trump on the win, fuck Hillary. No fascist USA. Fuck Trump. Fuck Hillary. Fuck fascist USA. Fuck Trump. Fuck KKK. Hey, this man is savage. Hey, go Trump. Hey, go Trump. Fuck Trump. Go Trump. Fuck KKK. Go fascist USA. Fuck Trump. Go KKK. Go fascist USA.
So am I. But the Native Americans are like, question it. This is why. Hold on.
Why do you carry a gun?
Because I'm a fucking American.
Yeah,
I have that right.
Don't touch him, man.
I have the right.
You touch him, you're down.
This is my Second Amendment right. This is my Second Amendment right. Okay. Yeah. Are you an American?
And that's why we can't fucking advertise. Yo, you know exactly what the fuck I'm telling you. I'm letting you know that I don't care about your fucking rhetoric. So
I'm still voting for Donald Trump.
I don't really care who you vote for.
I'm still voting for Donald Trump, buddy.
No, I can agitate because he's fucking agitating. So
I'm
what?
still voting for
So
Donald
what?
Trump.
I can agitate because I don't care about going to jail. I know, yeah.
You're upset.
You're an idiot because you support Donald Trump. Well, I thought that you're with him.
You're an idiot for calling me an idiot. Dick sucking ass motherfucker. That's why you don't do shit. Swing at me, homie. Swing at me. Swing at me, homie. You ain't gonna do fucking shit. I'm the said you ain't gonna do shit.
Agitator! You're in the protest area.
These are the people who dislike Donald Trump. Look how they act.
Sure about that?
People that he asked his security guards to kick out of the rally.
Oh, and Valdosta State?
Yeah.
Talking about, they were protesting against him.
Yeah, and what is that?
You cannot protest in a rally. Then why would you do that?
Why? It's freedom of speech.
We don't go to your rally. We don't go to your rally. He does the same thing to white people too. So I don't understand. He does the exact same thing to white people too. So.
And that makes it okay.
I mean, if you're gonna protest against us, yeah.
They don't let Trump supporters like freely protest.
Okay.
You should go get educated on what's
I'm
important.
very educated, ma'am. I'm very educated.
You alright?
Mike, brother, you got a bottle of water? If you guys, hang on a second. If you guys want, I'm listening. Very funny.
We fought against race.
Really? Watch out, Edge. No, fuck that. Yeah, get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. Fuck Trump. 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 Sell out.
Nigga, all you motherfuckers get drafted, nigga. You gonna get drafted, nigga? Or you gonna run your eyes like you're gonna get drafted?
Show your faces. Sell out. Show your faces. Sell out. Here's a real
What's up?
Sell out, brother.
I'm a 17-year-old girl. You're a bitch. You're a bitch. Bitch, do something, bitch.
What you guys stand for? This is peaceful protest. Yeah, you're gonna love these. I got pushed.
You're a bitch.
I got pushed. Actually, you guys are Would you die for your right to speak like this? Would you die for our right to speak like this? I actually fought for your right to speak like this. We don't have any rights. You have the right to stand here and do this, don't you? And so do I. And so do I. Fuck you. Fuck ¡Es por la raza! ¡Es por la raza, puto! ¡Viva la raza, güey! ¡Fuck capitalism! ¡Fuck capitalism! Yeah! ¡Fuck you!
Police protection on San Carlos Street, a mob mentality took over. A Trump supporter wearing a Build the Wall t-shirt was assaulted by several young men. Fearing for his safety, I yelled at him to get away.
Get the hell out of here! Get up, man! What are you doing? Assaulting people?
For several minutes, there was no police protection.
I was assaulted by several times with while inside the anti-Trump protest, trying to get out to the street to get picked up by my parents.
Let's do it. I feel like I'm gonna get plugged. No, that's cool, man. Free speech has had to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Be against free speech has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Fuck enlightenment, it's got to go. Hey, hey. I don't have a big dick. I don't have a big dick. I can't suck myself. Milo can suck his own dick.
Get the fuck out of here.
Well, I'm not gonna leave, dude. No. No.
Get the fuck out.
Why should I leave?
Motherfucker, get the fuck
Hey, don't touch my stuff, man.
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. You're not fucking welcome here. Get the fuck out of here.
I'm not welcome.
Get your whole crew fuckboys here. Get the fuck out of here.
Well, we're gonna have an orgy afterwards.
I'll see you guys at work, motherfuckers. I love you. I love you, man. I love you.
Fuck
I love you. Why?
Get the fuck out of here!
No, I'm not gonna leave.
Get the fuck out of here!
I'm not gonna leave, man.
Get the fuck out of here, motherfucker!
No.
Get the fuck out of here!
No, I love you.
Get the fuck out of here, motherfucker! Get the fuck!
I love you too.
Get the fuck out of here, motherfucker! Get the fuck out of here! Get the fuck off campus! Get the fuck out of fucking accident! Get the fuck out of here!
It was an accident. That's
Get the
true.
fuck out of here! Yeah, you probably should have been aborted.
Probably.
I mean, like the best part of you probably would kind of crack your mom's ass. So,
Maybe. I don't know. My mom likes Trump.
Get the fuck out of here, dude! Fuck off!
So only people that
Fuck
agree with
off.
you are allowed to speak.
Fuck off!
All right, thank you, sir.
Fuck off.
I think are you for the First Amendment in certain circumstances? Holy shit! You only believe in free speech in certain circumstances? Oh my God, that's terrifying, man.
These are the animals that we're constantly fighting against. See them? Look at them in the eye. Look at them in the eye, because we're going to be fighting against them. Learn from that. Just look at them in the eye, right? This one too, look at another one. KKK supporter. Both of them, right? Come on, guys. Bitch ass. Bitch ass.
Come on with that sign. Go right in the middle with that sign. Let's see how long you last. You're so tough. Go over there. Go over there, you fucking Nazi. Now you're going to stay here when you stay, right? You're going to stay here when you stay.
Every time they raise minimum wage. Every time.
Inflation has gone up.
So what's happening in Seattle?
Seattle's not working.
People can afford it. At least people can.
Seattle.
Right now, basically the working class can only shop at Walmart. You are That's right. it.
Every time the minimum wage is raised.
Yeah,
you were
yeah.
right. I admit you're right.
I mean,
you're right.
It's a minor, small little tariff just to say it's a tariff.
Well, it's a 266%. What was yours?
Okay, what do you do? 45% on everything.
Just admit
not
it.
just one little
Just admit it. Be a
What,
man.
steel only?
No, that
no,
you
we're
were
talking
wrong.
all products, buddy. All products coming from China. Yeah.
But you said 45%. It's 266%. You just say, oh yeah, I'm wrong on
How come we
that.
go to Japan and we don't see Chevys and Fords on the road over there? How come it's all Toyota and Honda, and then you come here and it's the same? What, you don't support your own country, so you don't support your own country.
I'm literally creating manufacturing jobs. I'm literally creating jobs that are coming from Asia right now. Look it up.
I don't care. They still
Look it up.
They manufacture here in the U.S. in the U.S. division.
No, not regardless. It's important.
Yeah. If you like manufacturing jobs, you say you employ people, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well then why would you want those jobs to go to China then, which is where they're all going?
What kind of insane statement is that? Like, who said that?
What kind of insane statement? No, it's very clear that the manufacturing
why would I want my
capital of the
jobs to
world
leave?
is in China.
I just created
You just
it.
said you're
What are you talking
manufacturing.
about?
Do your competitors manufacture
for jobs
in
to stay in
China?
China?
Do your
What sense
competitors
does that make?
manufacture overseas?
Yes.
What do you
They're bringing their products back over the United States.
What do you manufacture? And I'm just curious.
Packaging.
Like cardboard,
Corrugated. Compostable, disposable packaging.
Familiar with GPC, General Packaging Corporation? No, they're in Conroe. I used to work for them.
Yeah?
Yeah, majority of the workforce is illegal.
Well, I don't know what to tell you.
Drops the price down for
How many
Americans,
illegals do you employ?
you know, drops the
Take
wages
cash
down.
under the table. Answer. Look, he knows he has.
No, the answer's none, but you know what?
Oh, it's none.
Like,
Okay, it took you about 5
it's in
minutes.
Northeast Ohio, buddy. Go check it out.
I don't care where it is.
I mean,
doesn't matter.
he's like,
Trump's gonna be president. You'll be gone.
listen, the truth is, the reason I'm here is because of vitriol coming out of his mouth. I'm okay with Republicans and Democrats. I have no problem with either one. But what I'm seeing is the ugliest thing I've ever seen in my lifetime in politics, okay? Somebody has to come out here and say, you know what? Y'all been warned. Because if this guy gets in, it's going to get ugly. No,
It's gonna get ugly with Hillary.
but it ain't going to happen.
It'll get real ugly with Hillary.
It's going to get, yeah, just like everybody thought the world was going to burn down with Obama, right? He's a dictator.
ISIS was
All
born
hell's
with
gonna break
Obama.
loose.
Look at
In the Middle
ISIS.
East. It didn't happen.
Look at ISIS. They're a lot stronger than Al Qaeda ever was.
Really?
Look at ISIS.
I mean, come on. Are you really going to say the Middle East? Do you know who invaded Iraq, friend? I mean, come on.
Pulled us out prematurely without a single plan for
okay.
And left all our tanks
So
there.
he started the
Left all our
fire, and the
artillery.
fire department didn't stick
Well,
around long enough?
I don't
don't agree that we should have
Since we're talking about Donald Trump here, Donald Trump opposed the war.
Don't give them all
Okay,
our
fine,
missiles.
but you know what? We have what we have now, and it happened because we invaded another country that didn't invade us. We actually violated international law.
That didn't invade us, so 9/11.
With an international coalition, everybody just broke international law, and no one was held accountable.
Iraq had nothing to do with 9/11, sir. You do realize that, right? Please tell me you realize that. My God, I'm going to get dumber standing here by if you don't realize Iraq had nothing to do with 9/11. Please tell me you understand.
Who's saying that Iraq did 9/11?
What you said,
Nobody
you're
claimed
talking
that
about an attack here.
Iraq. So you want to talk about war? You want to talk about the Middle East? The Middle East is a direct line from Iraq to the Middle East problem.
The Middle East destabilized was a bad thing. The war was bad to start.
Yeah.
We more established that. It was
starting
bad.
wars is bad. What do you think Trump's going to do when that guy? I'm going to bomb the hell out of everybody.
Trump opposed the war in Iraq.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
No, you know what? You're with InfoWars. Look it up. No, he didn't. It happened after the fact. Look
Do
it
you
up.
believe he will defeat ISIS, Donald Trump?
Trump supports things like getting rid of
You're not going to
terrorists.
defeat ISIS until you stop invading countries. That's how you do it. Because when people get bombed and killed, their kids grow up and they say, you know what? Screw that country. What would you do? What would you do? What would you do if a plane came overhead? What would you do if a bomb came overhead and bombed you?
Here, you react.
Well, we'd be dead.
Exactly, you react. That's what's happening over there, friend.
No.
The analogy's the same.
They're radical Islamic terrorists. They're going to cut off heads whether we bomb them or not.
Why do you think people get radicalized?
You're saying it's our fault that they're radicalized.
When you bomb people and you kill them.
They get radicalized. Okay, I think we can get radicalized because of their ideology.
Wait, if you want to talk about 644 AD, then I
Don't say we can all agree. It's never going to happen.
Response to Muslim expansion, right?
But
you understand that, right?
What
So
was the
don't bring
purpose
that
for
up.
the Crusades?
Okay,
So
so
you
let's
want
put this
to
up. You know that based
now
on
we want to go back
you
and
know-
we want to re-argue the Crusades.
you know the 52% of Muslims
you
want to do that.
Look, guys, 2016. All right, let's stop killing people.
Look, you know,
It's a real easy rule. 2016, let's stop killing
have you
people.
looked at
You know what?
Wait,
It's about the only thing we're going to be able to do.
have you looked at statistics on
You go over and tell ISIS this.
Well,
You know,
a generational
you know that
problem.
over 80% of
It's a
Muslims.
generational
So it
problem.
takes someone with balls to stand up for this.
And the president cannot run. You guys are shooting treason. You guys are shooting this. The president cannot be elected under treason.
Wild shirt. Please tell me, sir, where you got your shirt. What is the purpose of this? All the faces of Hillary, or are these all her lie faces?
Paparazzi.
Okay.
And I had to get it online. And I saw someone wear it, and I thought it was really out there and outlandish and outgoing like me, so I ordered it online. And
Okay. So are you a Hillary Clinton supporter then?
obviously, yeah.
Okay. Well, what brought you here is because you wanted to see her get destroyed by Donald Trump tonight?
It's quite the opposite, actually. He's bullying her. He's terrible.
He's bullying her tonight, you think? Yeah. Oh, definitely not. She's been telling a lot of lies, and he hasn't even hit her hard.
How does it feel to be an Uncle Tom?
How does it feel to be an Uncle Tom? Don't get me started, buddy. You don't want to mess with me on that. Have you even read?
You're a race traitor.
Are you serious? Have you even read Harriet Beecher Stowe? Have you even read the book? He probably doesn't know who Uncle Tom even is. Wow.
I have so much hatred for Donald Trump. So much hatred for Donald Trump.
You don't want to kill him, man.
Fuck Donald Trump. I don't want to kill him, but I mean, I'll catch his face. I mean, gotta knock a nigga out real quick.
Sorry. Deport Trump! Deport Trump! Deport Trump! Deport Trump! Deport Trump! Bigots to the left! Keep going!
This
Go
way!
this way, bigot!
Xenophobia!
Go!
Xenophobia this way!
Go! We are all immigrants! We're all immigrants! Remember where you guys came from! You guys did not find this country on your own! And little did he forget that his mother fucking fled here from another country! Little did he forget his mother was an immigrant as well as his father!
We are all children of immigrants!
Yes! Fuera!
southern border, and I will have Mexico pay for that wall.
A lot of people are murdered by the United States military for this country. How many fucking countries are we occupying right now?
Answer that.
For that flag.
Answer that.
How many Native Americans died for that flag? How many? How many? Answer.
Fuck genocide.
You're real quiet now. We're talking about genocide. We're talking about colonialism.
Genocide?
Genocide.
How many people died installing communism in Russia?
What the fuck does that have to do with that flag? That flag.
Right now because of our tax dollars, huh? How many people are dying right now because of our tax dollars?
Genocide. This country is based on genocide.
How many people
You're black there standing with these white supremacists. You're standing with Nazis, bro. You're standing with Nazis.
We fought against the natives. We fought against
Nazis. You're a fucking Nazi. You're a fucking Nazi. Say you're not. And why are you acting like one? Why are you acting like one?
You wouldn't know what a Nazi was.
Why are you acting like a fucking Nazi then? It's you, bro. Why are you here supporting Trump? Why do you support Trump? Answer that.
Why are you here yelling at me?
Why do you support Trump? Why do you support Trump? Why do you support Trump?
My throat is, you got a bottle of water?
Why do you support Trump?
If you guys, hang on a second.
I'm listening.
If you guys want,
I'm listening.
very funny.
We fought against
racism.
Really? Watch out, Edge. No, fuck that.
Yeah, get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. Oh, get the hell out. We don't support fascism here. We are not for fascism. Trump is fascism. Trump is fascism. Nazis, racist, KKK. Nazis, racist, KKK. Trump supporters,
go away.
Nazis, racist, KKK.
Trump supporters, go away.
Nazis, racist,
This is liberal and
KKK.
loving right here. Yeah, these eggs being thrown on the floor, it's because they love us. Don't you guys get it? They love Trump supporters. That's why they beat you up. That's why they fucking don't eggs. Wow, that's not even
Nazis,
good.
racist, KKK.
God, man, you
Supporters, go away.
Nazis, racist, KKK. Nazis, racist, KKK. Nazis, racist, KKK. Nazis, racist, KKK.
peaceful protest. This is what peaceful protesting is right here. Peaceful protesting.
Fuck Trump! 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 Sell out! Fuck Trump! Fuck Trump! Y'all real quiet now. What happened? What happened?
Oh, he said what happened? I don't know. You guys got some fucking action. Hey,
all you motherfuckers get drafted, nigga. You gonna get drafted, nigga? Or you gonna run the eyes like you're gonna get drafted?
I don't want to serve your face. I don't want to serve your face, man.
When it's time to get drafted, nigga, you feel me? Fight for your fucking country, nigga. You gonna be forced to, nigga. When it's time to get drafted, nigga. Right up, nigga.
Oh, you can throw eggs though, right? Are you not throwing eggs? Why is your face covered up then?
Because the people are going to get me and they're going to lock me out. Yes. Those fucking pigs out there, those fucking pigs out there, they're going to arrest me. They want to arrest you because you're Trump supporters.
Yeah, thank you. Show your faces.
Sell out.
Show your faces.
Sell out.
You're a real
Sell out.
What's up?
Sell out, brother.
I'm wearing a hoodie.
Sell out.
Love you. They love you. Wow. Hey, calm down. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Get out of here.
That's assault, buddy. Don't fuck you. We just saw you pushing, man.
I'm a 17-year-old girl. You're a bitch. You're a bitch. Bitch. do something, bitch.
What you guys stand for? This is peaceful protest. Yes, they're lovely. I got pushed. I got pushed. Actually, you guys are me again. Would you die for a right to speak like this? Would you die for a right to speak like this? I actually fought for your right to speak like this.
We don't have any rights.
You have the right to stand here and do this, don't you? And so do I. And so do I. Fuck you. Fuck
¡Es por la raza! ¡Es por la raza, puto! ¡Viva la raza, güey! ¡Fuck capitalism! ¡Fuck capitalism! Yeah! Fuck you!
Hey guys, it's Jacob Honeycutt. We're live on Facebook with a Trump supporter, and a Trump hater.
I don't hate anyone, sir.
You're talking about hate. Why is what we think is hate?
I'm not saying that I hate him. I am saying that he incites hate. How? I'm saying that he hates Mexicans.
He didn't say he hates Mexicans. Did he ever say that?
When he was going to build a wall to keep them out.
Oh, that's right, because we don't belong in we don't have a right to defend our borders. You lock your doors at night? Well, why do you do that? You should open your doors at night.
Because I
would
live
come
in the
and
city.
sleep on your. I don't care. I would like to come into your house and sleep on your couch.
Sir, what
I would
I'm
like to
trying
get
to
some
say.
food out of your fridge. Can you please leave your door open
Absolutely.
tonight? You will?
Absolutely.
Will you give me your address so I can get some
because
food? I might be hungry.
you're voting for Trump.
I am unemployed. I am an
that I will
unemployed
not
veteran.
hurt you.
I would love some free food.
Absolutely.
I would love a place to sleep tonight.
What would you like? I'll
Just
look
give me your
into
address.
something.
Right.
I'm not giving you my address, sir.
Why not?
Because I
But
don't
you can lock your
trust you. I
doors.
don't know you.
Well, then you don't know Mexicans that are coming across the border with drugs and stuff like that. So
I'm not
what, we can
denying
trust
that.
them?
I'm not denying that.
So you have no valid point whatsoever. What else has he preached about hate? When has he ever said I hate you? No? Nothing? Silence is good.
I'm not going to argue with someone.
It's not
that
arguing.
I'm not
It's
going to
called
change
debating.
your
So
opinion.
you have your ideas and I have
I am
my
not
ideas.
going to change your
In a
opinion,
free
sir.
society, I can spout off my ideas and you can come back
I
with
am
yours.
not going to change your opinion, sir.
Exactly. So I'm trying to figure out where he is and where it's taking. What does he set the tape?
I am not trying to change your opinion, sir.
You're never going to. I'm just trying to figure out why you think it's
I am not trying to change your opinion.
Is that your go-to, Brian? That's just it?
I am not trying to change your opinion. You
That's
are
fine.
entitled to
I'm not
believe
trying
in
to
what
change
you would
yours.
like to.
You can be hateful all you want. I'm just trying to
You
figure out.
are entitled to believe in what you want.
That's not.
I'm just trying to figure out. I didn't even say who I was voting for. Not once. I have been standing out here for 2 hours, and not once have I said who I was voting for.
I know that. I can tell that. I'm just asking what Trump has said that's hateful.
There are a lot of things that he said that's
Give
hateful.
two examples. Vote for hate. I'm just wondering why you're trying to change our votes.
Because he's a racist.
How is he a racist? When has he ever said anything like that?
KKK endorses.
What if I told you there's a
Hey,
picture
take a look at this, guys. We got a bus driving by that says Trump hates. Are you with him?
What if I told you the KKK was formed by the Democratic Party to stop Republicans?
I don't disagree with you.
Oh yes,
I never said
Trump
that I was
endorses the
siding with the
KKK.
Democratic Party.
So what has he said?
I'm saying that Donald Trump stands for hate.
Okay, that's what you say, but can you prove it with facts? No?
Look at the news headlines.
The sky is purple.
Look at the news headlines.
Look at right. I should believe
Look
the
at
mainstream
every
media.
single thing.
The left.
Okay, I agree with you on that one. I'll at least agree with you on that one.
Wow. Have you ever seen? You know who Tyler Durden is? Well, this conversation is over.
Have a good night, okay?
Hey, you
have a good night. Be safe.
Can you tell live on Facebook why you don't support Donald Trump?
Because he's a racist.
Can you give 2 examples of why Donald Trump is a racist? I thought. 0. Alright, those of you who are watching, we are live downtown at the Trump rally. There are thousands of people in line to see Donald. We've seen quite a few protesters. As we get closer to the Midland Theater, we're going to see a lot more as we hear there are many in front of the theater, so we're going to go see that as soon as the line starts to move. I'm Jacob Honeycutt. We'll be back soon.
Hold on, that's our friend.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, you're famous on YouTube. You want to talk to us? So you work for the university, right?
No, I don't. I'm a student. That was a lie.
All right, they finally caught up. Your drumsticks are almost done. You're not going to blow up this mic. Anything else you want to say?
I'm black and I'm fucking proud!
You should be proud that you're black. You should be. No one's telling you not to be proud.
Oh,
I'm white and I'm proud.
Nobody's telling you not to be proud. Triggering! Hashtag triggering.
Okay, it's all on camera. Camera never lies. That's still touching somebody.
That's not touching.
Don't even breathe on anybody.
I touched his hat.
Hey, what's it like to be a bully?
You just admitted that you hit his head.
Yes, I did hit his
Okay,
hat.
so that's assault. You just flicked him. Yes. Yes, it is.
Charlie, is that assault? Do you feel assaulted?
I feel like I am in such danger.
Caitlin, do you feel assaulted right now? Oh, I'm assaulting Caitlin. I'm touching
Assault
her
is
glasses.
unwanted touch. That's what assault is.
Is assault screaming in somebody's face?
Yes, it is.
All right, then stop screaming in her face.
I'm not screaming in her face. This is screaming in somebody's face.
So you're assaulting me right now?
You're a grown man. Why don't
Did I touch you?
You're a grown
Did I
man.
touch you?
You're a grown
Did
man.
I touch you?
Why don't you stop acting like a little baby?
I'm the one that's here to speak. You guys are just banging noises and whistling because you can't be articulate. Robots can bang and make noises.
Robots?
Can you guys not articulate? If you have a difference in opinion, be
All
articulate.
This is provocation. It's all
It's
hate
not provocation.
speech.
You're the one who's provocating.
Y'all are leading a racist mob.
You guys are. We're
Y'all
not
are
racist.
leading
How
a
are we
racist
racist?
mob that has made death threats against the organizers that are here.
Give me one example of how we're racist, and I'll leave.
There are countless Twitter messages. Look on
No.
4chan.
I said,
Look
give
on
one
8chan.
account how Trump
Look at
and
all
Trump
y'all's
supporters are racist.
bullshit.
Give me an example how like Trump is racist. Give me one
There's just
example.
a de facto provocative
De
violence
facto.
going
So
on at
just
every
because his
single
name
one
is
of
Trump,
his
he's
events.
automatically racist.
What about those two guys who beat up that homeless dude and pissed on him?
I have no knowledge.
All right, well then maybe you should learn a little bit more about your candidate's racism.
So because there's Trump supporters are automatically racist.
Oh,
And
yeah,
they
y'all
do.
are racist.
So if
You
you
guys have a don't tread on me sign. There's literally a don't tread on me sign. You're gonna say that that's not racist?
Oh, excuse me. What happened? What did they try to do? They tried to rip it down. Really? Yeah.
You support criminal activity.
Rip the sign out of somebody's hand, real great.
You don't like signs?
Any comments? Any comments?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're fucking scared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tore the sign
Why don't
out.
you don't like signs?
Too.
I'm fine. Don't touch me. Honestly.
Move away from the disabled.
Don't tell me what to do.
stuff.
Hey, get over here, because there's someone with a fucking...
People are pushing me.
Look, there's someone...
This is
Now you're
callous
now.
disregard for the disabled, man.
There's someone...
move it down, fight down. We don't want this down. Okay.
Hey, whenever you come up to an event with your face covered, you're obviously going to do something, right? What are you looking at, guys?
Aren't you the guy that punched that chick in the face?
No, I'm not even from here.
One of you guys punched that chick in the face over there. Yeah, there's video of it.
Anything else you gotta say?
Punching that chick in the face. We haven't touched anyone, and one of your protesters punched that chick in the face. Hella people saw it. Hella people have it on camera. But you guys aren't violent. You guys aren't racist.
They actually shut down a meeting last time, a pro-Trump meeting. Yeah, that's okay, right? Obviously, they have nothing to say.
In defense of these
guys trying to shut down a meeting?
Yeah.
You guys actually have tried to shut down the Bilderberg and the Bohemian
No.
Grove,
We just want to go ask questions.
Which I actually have no
But we
problem.
just want to go ask
which
questions
I
of why
actually
world
have no
leaders are
problem.
getting together under our tax money.
Hey, I definitely know about
Yeah.
all that stuff.
They shut down to free speech. These people don't like free speech. They're afraid of it. They're afraid of free speech.
Democracy is messy. That's all.
Sure.
Thank you. I'm not pro shut down this meeting or that meeting, but I'm not worried. Democracy is messy.
Oh yeah. Right.
Sure. Davis is his name.
Keith Davis? Okay.
K-I-F.
Keith. Oh, Keith. All right, cool.
And, Olivia Pace was the one with the half blonde fro.
Oh, yeah.
She's not an employee of the university. I don't think
She
so.
said she was an employee in the video. Yeah, I don't know why.
You might be getting some of the videos confused. I know
Okay.
there were a lot of characters in them.
Yeah.
She heads up the PSU Student Union.
Okay.
Which has sort of turned into the biggest radicalized group on campus.
Right.
I think she might also run the Black Student Union.
Okay.
The people that I know are employees are Caitlin Barrett and Layla Forbes. Layla had popped up in between as we were coming from the university down here to Pioneer Square. Layla had popped up, but she disappeared again, so I don't know if she just doesn't want to be seen in the action or what.
Right.
They're chemtrailing Portland, Oregon. They're
earlier.
chemtrailing Portland, Oregon harder than any other place in the country. I've been traveling around for a while. They've got G-Wind towers every other block. They're manipulating our biochemistry by sending currency waves through the heavy metals we've been inhaling. That's how they're releasing certain chemicals in our brain that make us happy or sad on certain days.
They get people to fight with one another.
Not only fight, anything under the sun.
Yeah.
All confusion and chaos at their helm. That's how they're manipulating us low key. We have to be aware of this if we're going to stop them.
Right. Totally agree. I'm gonna run up here at the front of the group before the sirens get there. You can do this all day, huh?
Yeah.